Good morning, family. This is Ricky, and welcome to Hope for Today. We've been talking about making Jesus famous all this month. 3 ways through which you can make Jesus famous in the way you show up to bless children and to bless families, and all this week, how to bless leaders. And I've been talking about the 3 fundamental concepts of godly leadership. The first being that a leader rejoices with her people, a leader rebukes her people when necessary, and today the third and final lesson, how a leader revises their people. They make revisions. I want you to look back with me at Exodus chapter 18 and look with me at verse 19. Again, Jethro and Moses. Jethro is sitting Moses down as he sees him ignorantly doing something the wrong way. And he says to him, "Now obey my voice, I'll give you advice. And God be with you. You shall represent the people before God and bring their cases to God." And the passage goes on where Jethro basically says, Moses, you need to learn how to delegate. You need to share the load with other people. That will keep you flying high. It will develop other leaders around you, and you'll be able to withstand the test of the years God is calling you to serve. He makes a revision of his plan. And that's one of the most important and essential components of leadership, is you rejoicing with your people, rebuking your people when they're wrong, but revising them, because the ultimate job of a leader is to move a person from here to there. Now, Jethro teaches us what to do about leadership, but I think he also teaches us what not to do. And I think one of the fundamental mistakes leaders make is when they get shocked and appalled and sometimes disgusted that the people they lead don't automatically know what they know. Too many of us get upset with people because we think, how dare you not know that, right? It's just the dumbest thing in the world, because why else would God have you to lead them if they already knew what you know? And when people don't know, they will just do whatever. Left to ourselves, we will destroy ourselves. So it's not incumbent for the godly leader to just roll our eyes at people when they don't know what to do, but to gently come alongside them and say, you know what, let me show you a better way to do this. In the 9th grade, we had to do what's called the insect project. Okay, and everybody knew about this. You had to get ready. Everybody knew it. So summer, you knew you better get some nail polish remover and some cotton balls and a mason jar with some holes. Well, actually, you didn't have holes in it because you wanted them to die. But you knew all summer you better catch butterflies and you better catch some crickets and some beetles, because you were gonna have to do this insect collection. And of course, me and my buddy Jamie were out in the yard at my granddaddy's house, and we couldn't afford nets. So what we did was we got our mama's broomsticks and we got a wire hanger, and we twisted it around with a Sack and Save Ralph's Kroger bag that was connected to the thing. And we were out there just trying to catch butterflies and trying to catch all these bugs. And we were just failing miserably. Finally, my grandfather, the old man, walks out and in his own methodical way says, "Boys, what's going on?" And we were frustrated and tired. We're like, "Dad, we've been trying to catch all these insects, but we can't catch them. And it's just, oh man, we keep messing up. It's just the worst, Dad. And it's hot. We're just ready to give up." And I'll never forget my granddaddy watching us for a few minutes. And then he slips in and he says, "Boys, stop." And he says, "Boys, you're moving too fast. Maybe you need to move slow." And so sure enough, we just stilled ourselves. And before we knew it, the butterflies started coming to us instead of us having to come to the butterflies. And we started catching them left and right. And we were so excited. And I was about to turn around to my granddad and say, "Granddaddy, we're catching them." But the old man was already had his back turned towards us, walking back in the house. And I'll never forget the image of my granddaddy saying beneath his voice, "So that's the way it's done." And he walks on inside. And I feel like there's some people around you that God is saying you need to love on them. And you need to gently say, just be with them and watch them and say, maybe you ought to try it this way instead of that way. So that, like an old man did for me 30 years ago, you can do for somebody today and whisper, "So that's the way it's done." Go be a leader today. And that's hope for today. I'll see you next time.